Yes, I'm audible.
Hello, is my voice audible to you? Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yes, I'm audible.
Sorry, you're audible and you're visible also.
Yes, okay. Yes, today only basic. Your interview date is
21st of April.
your subject is food hosiery branch.
Mm. Food processing.
Yes, today only basic discuss regarding your mock interview, something 7-8 point. Yes, yes. According to disclaimer, only revise that. Point one is introduction section, basic intro. Second point your native place. Third point is laboratory sections. 4 point your B.Tech. Yes, you have done only B.Tech, yeah, M.Tech.
M.Tech also I've done.
Yes. 4 point your B.Tech M.Tech project. 5 point UPSC related. 6 point MSME. 7 point current affair, and 8 point your technical part food. Yes. So first of
Um,
all, basic introduce yourself.
okay, I am Pratik Kataria and I belong from Uttarakhand, and I have done my master's in food engineering and technology from Institute of Chemical Technology, Mumbai. Before that, I have done my B.Tech from NIFTM Kundli in food engineering and technology as well. After completing my master's, I got a job in FMCG company called as K Private Limited as research and development as an associate scientist in R&D. There, I used to work on creating standard operating procedures for sweets and other snacks, and I was also involved into reduction of prices or squeeze initiative in the commodity. After completing 1.5 years there, I shifted to Ministry of Food Processing Industries, and so here I started working from December 2020. And since then, 4 years have passed, and I have worked completely into the implementation of PMFME scheme. It is a flagship scheme of Ministry of Food Processing Industries, where we work on establishing or upgrading food processing enterprises, um, and I am involved into policy mandate work, MIS or digitization of the scheme, implementation of the scheme, and I am also the state coordinator of Delhi, Mizoram, and earlier I was state coordinator for Arunachal and Chhattisgarh.
Yes, good. Your name is Pratik. What the meaning of your name?
So the meaning of my name is symbol. Now, what symbol that I don't know, but till now it is symbol. Let's see what symbol I become.
Yes, any antonyms, synonyms in your name?
Mm, Synonyms of my name. Like, some mark can be a synonym of my name. Chin can be a synonym of my name. Antonyms, I have no idea.
Next is what the history of your name? Who find it? Who make it your name? Pratik. Can you describe?
Hmm. History, as in, sir, are you asking about like who came up with this name Pratik, or in my family who came up with Pratik?
Your name.
Oh, um, I have no idea who like in my family, my mother and father, they were thinking about naming me Pratik. And my nickname is Vishal, so they had to come up with some name which was very unique at that time. So they went with Pratik as my name.
Yes, good. Next, move on. What's your strength and weakness?
So one of my biggest strength is that I understand problem very easily. Like if you hand me any work in the whole value chain, I would be able to understand where the problem is arising, what is the bottleneck in the supply chain or value chain. And I have good communication skills, and I can make companionship very quickly. Plus, my analytical skills are also very good. And my weaknesses are sometimes I am a little overconfident, and
Yes, good. Next, move on your hobby. What's your hobby?
sir, my hobbies, there are like two, three hobbies. I like working out. Like I like going to walking in parks. I also go and play badminton. But badminton, I just play for recreational purposes. And and the next thing is that I love to engage in meaningful cinemas and I read books.
Yes, which one hobby you have filled in your UPSC form?
Sir, I have to check. I have no idea. I am forgetting. I'll check. But I think I have filled this engaging with meaningful cinemas and books.
Yes, can you describe your hobby? How to use it? Yeah, when you free, then use.
Okay. See, for an example, like I play badminton and go for walking. So these both of the hobbies, they help me stay calm. Like walking is that is my activity which I do every day, and it helps me regulate myself, be more self-aware because I think about what I have to do in long term in future while I'm walking. Badminton, as per se, gives me the ability to engage with different people and also enhance my stamina in terms of physical. Now reading books and engaging with cinemas are somewhat which increases my mental caliber also while giving me entertainment boost. My favorite book is Charles Dickens' David Copperfield. My Charles Dickens is an author and the book name is David Copperfield. And I can also quote Khalid Hosseini's Kite Runner into this book, which I really like, both of these. And rest in cinemas, currently there are no movies right now which I can engage with from past 1 or 3 months. But if anyone will recommend me, I will recommend 12 Angry Men as one of the movies which everyone should watch.
Yes, good. First is your badminton, your hobby is. What the basic rule of badminton?
So the games are is divided into two ways. Like either singles can two people can play as singles and four people can play as doubles, and the scoring is somehow till 20. 20 point is 20th point is the game point, and beyond that there is a deuce and advantage. And the the basic is that all the people have to hold a racket, and they have to throw shuttle from one side to another. Whoever loses the point loses the game, and the game goes till 20th.
Yes, what's your favorite player in badminton in India and global level?
Saina Nehwal is a good player, and globally, I have no idea. Like I said, that badminton I just play for recreational purposes.
Okay, good. Yes, that's overall is point number one. Next, move on. Point number two is your native place. Your state is Uttarakhand, and your district is.
Yes, Udham Singh Nagar district.
Yes, what the basic history of your district? What the role of your district in Uttarakhand? Political, economical, geographical, cultural, agricultural. Any one point describe.
Okay. So Udham Singh Nagar comes under the Garhwal region of Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand is divided into Garhwal and Kumaon region, and it comes in the Garhwal region. It shares the borders with Nepal and Uttar Pradesh. Earlier, Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh were common states. They were under UP. In 2000 in 2000, the state broke, and it led to the formation of Uttaranchal, which was later in 2004 renamed as Uttarakhand. And the as per Udham Singh Nagar contains various cities such as Rudrapur city, Kitcha city, um, mm, uh, L- um, and other cities also like Rampur. So technically speaking, it the belt of Udham Singh Nagar is a major production hub for carpets and other artisans commodities. Economically, it also has Sidcul in its area, that is the industrial estate, which contains a lot of metal industries and food industries, specifically in the city of Rudrapur. And recently, if you will say, in terms of in the place Kitcha, there is a satellite hospital of AIMS is also getting started. So it is under development, and it is going to get implemented by in coming 5 years. And it also comes in between the route to other districts of Uttarakhand, such as hilly areas, such as Kath Godam and Nainital and other areas which leads to agrotourism. So if let's say if I say that Udham Singh Nagar plays a pivotal role in connecting the later Tarai belt of Uttar Pradesh into the hilly areas of Uttarakhand, and also while connecting, it provides economical boost to the society of Uttarakhand by having the industrial areas.
Yes, good. Next, what's your favorite place in your district?
My favorite place in the district is Nainital. Nainital, though, is not in my district actually.
Yes.
If you talk about my district, Udham Singh Nagar, then I would say Durpur is a favorite place because it is very near to my hometown. It's just 15 kilometers, and it's a booming industrial hub, and a lot of development is happening there. A lot of because I am a youth, so a lot of youth related activities are coming up, like eating places, places for entertainments, malls. These are all coming up, so I think that particular place is my go to go place.
Yes, good. Next, move on Uttarakhand. Yes, what the basic history of Uttarakhand and what the role of Uttarakhand in our country, India? Political, geographical, cultural, agriculture. Describe one by one point. Uttarakhand.
Hmm. Hmm. So, like I said, Uttarakhand is also known as Dev Bhumi, and currently Pushkar Singh Dhami is the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand.
Yes.
Since the last 5 years, Uttarakhand has emerged. as a very tourism state, as you can say. So they are very much involving and investing into converting Uttarakhand as a tourism state. Recently, they have in the district of Nainital, we have come up with this with this astro tourism. That was the India's first state to come up with astro tourism in terms of in terms of social affairs. Uttarakhand, Uttarakhand is the first state to bring UCC, that is Uniform Civil Code. Recently, they have bought the UCC, and they are currently in the implementation phase. And industrial perspective, if we say economic wise, Uttarakhand has a lot of I can say paper industries, stone industries, and a lot of raw material for the cement industries goes from Uttarakhand. Plus, Uttarakhand also has various pilgrimage areas such as Badrinath and Kedarnath, and hence it attracts a lot of tourists also from across the globe. Uttarakhand has also Gangotri glaciers from where the Ganga originates, and it passes through Haridwar, Rishikesh, and this brings a lot of tourists who are into spirituality to these areas. Hence, Uttarakhand also contributes a lot into the GDP of India. Plus, due to the advancement and investment of the government of India into increase of the industries, Uttarakhand is also emerging as a coming manufacturing hub. Uttarakhand currently, as far as I know, into my close areas, have a lot of millet processing. If you talk about food processing, and they have a lot of FPOs and FPCs registered, and from where these um, the millet goes to the other part of the India. Uttarakhand also has a good horticulture commodities such as fruits, and Uttarakhand is also known for a very very unique and peculiar flower which you cannot find anywhere. That is called as Buranj flower, which leads to the livelihood of various SHG women and other women in that particular hilly areas.
Yes, good. Next, what's your favorite place in Uttarakhand?
Mm. I haven't been to that place, but I can say the Valley of Flower in Uttarakhand is my favorite place. Though I haven't been, but I will go there definitely in future.
Yes, good. Yeah, that's point number two. Next, move on. Point number third. Point number third is laboratory. What the basic application of laboratory? Because you have lot of experiment in your 11, 12, B.Tech, M.Tech. Yes, what the main application and safety rule for laboratory?
Laboratory is a place which allows you to conduct experiments. It is the short form is a lab, and it contains all the equipments or apparatus which can allow you to conduct experiments, conduct trials, conduct certain hypotheses into your work. There are various kind of laboratories. There are laboratories which have chemical equipment such as test tubes, burettes for conducting chemical trials, such as if you want to know the acidity of any just for example, you want to know the acidity of milk. So you would require a burette, you would require certain chemicals, and you can measure the acidity of the milk. There are physical labs also which contains equipments which works on the physical principles, such as for example in food technology we have a physical lab, physical engineering lab, which contains various equipments which separates commodities on the basis of physical principles like geometric separations. So you add grains such as peas and yeah, wheat and rice on the top of it, and it flows down, and because of the centrifugal force it separates the impurities and the good grains. So there are physical labs also. And if you talk about a full-fledged laboratory which you find in industries, it contains very sophisticated machineries which can allow you to find out the fat content, protein content, the total nutritional values, as you can see. there are certain accreditation that a lab has to get in order to come out as someone which can, which is known as NABL accreditation. So this accreditation is given by the government of India. I am forgetting the body who gives the accreditation, but no lab in this in India can function and can recommend or can test product for the other public without NABL accreditation. And recently, my college, National Institute of Food Technology, Entrepreneurship and Management, also have been accredited by NABL accreditation, and it becomes and it has become the leading lab of India in terms of food processing.
Yes, good. Next is basic terms used in laboratory. Qualitative analysis, volumetric analysis. Do you have any idea about volumetric, qualitative and quantitative analysis?
Quantitative analysis, as the word is saying, means that you are finding the quantity of certain element. For an example, let's say if you are eating an ice cream, and if I'll say that do the quantitative analysis of the nutrition profile, so it would mean that in 100 grams of ice cream, how much gram is my fat, how much gram is my protein, etc. and etc. Qualitative analysis talks about certain other aspects than quantity, such as bioactive activities. For an example, if I say that that tomato contains lycopene, so I can say that okay, 100 grams of tomato contains 2%, that is 2 grams of lycopene. But how much of that lycopene is able to impart antioxidant activity? That is the qualitative analysis. For example, if we compare two processing techniques such as heat drying and vacuum drying, and we compare the amount of vitamin C lost in the commodities dried, then it is becomes a qualitative analysis. And volumetric analysis, as the word is saying, volume. So you are using the volume of air or liquid or whatever medium to figure out the certain aspects of the commodities. For an example, that there is a term called as void volume. If you put grains, let's say for example grains, or for example this wheat and rice, they are being stored in silos in various storage plants. So you calculate the volumetric gaps to see how much grains can be stored in that particular cylinder.
Yes. Next is gravimetric analysis, instrumental analysis.
Gravimetric analysis, as the word is saying, that you do with the use of gravity as a base. And it is, I think, used in terms of calculation of alcohol percentage in the liquor. So that is one example I can think of with the gravimetric analysis. I may be wrong. And the second part was, I could not get the second part.
Instrumental analysis.
I have no idea about the instrumental analysis.
Yes, which type of instrument would
Maybe.
you have used in your B.Tech, M.Tech?
Um,
IR, do you have any idea about IR, NMR, UV, chromatography?
yes, 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 yes. I think. Oh, I understood. When you use a UV spectrometer to calculate the certain aspect, then it becomes the instrumental analysis. Okay, got
Yes, UV, IR, infrared region. Do you have any idea? IR instrument.
it. Infrared instrument. I have an idea. It means that when we do the mm, mm, no, sir, I'm not able to recollect. IR. NMR, I'm able to recollect magnetic resonance,
Yes, nuclear
but I
magnetic
am not
resonance.
able to nuclear magnetic resonance. It is used to calculate the quality of honey. Like there are three brands in the world which have passed this test of honey, real honey, NMR test. Saffola is one of the brand. Dabur failed
Yes.
very bad. So they use the magnetic resonance, nuclear magnetic resonance, to calculate certain qualitative compounds in the honey, the antibiotics that are present in the honey, to calculate the quality of the commodity.
Yes, good. Only basic idea about laboratory. Next, move on. Point number 4. Point number 4. First is your B.Tech. What's the name of your B.Tech project name?
Um,
Topic name.
My B.Tech project name was the qualitative analysis, comparative study of the characteristics of button mushroom in different processing drying techniques. This was my. I'm sorry, I'm not able to recollect the proper name of my B.Tech project.
Okay, no problem. Only basic idea. Qualitative analysis, study of butter mushroom.
Button mushroom.
Next, M.Tech project topic name.
That was hydrodynamic cavitation of orange juice.
Yes, first your B.Tech project. What the main application of B.Tech project? Application.
In my B.Tech project, we actually did a study on three drying techniques. First one was convective drying, another one was vacuum drying, and another one was hybrid drying. So the application of that particular project was to study the viability of the machinery in the drying process. The commodity that we used were two, three like beans, carrots, mango, and mushrooms. But my study research project was on mushroom itself. So we dried the mushroom with all the three types of drying, and we studied what is the characteristics of the drying on that particular commodity, such as color, the porosity, and the nutritional content and enzymatic the browning of it. So the main application was to test these three drying techniques into the for the mushroom, in order to launch this machinery into the market.
Next is what the main application of butter mushroom?
Button mushrooms are one type of or variety of the mushroom which are heavily consumed in the market. Um, you when you'll go into the market or go to any of the online app, the first thing that you'll find in the mushroom category is the button mushroom. That white balloony structure and the small size of the mushroom are button mushrooms. So that is why we did our study on button mushroom, so that we can have a maximum applicability across all the regions all of India. Button mushrooms, as per se, are very nutritive. They contains 98% of water and the rest is protein. So it's a very healthy, nutritive snacks to consume. And that is why our main focus was to try it on button mushroom. And mushroom being a very fragile commodity, they are very prone to browning. So when you will cut the mushroom, they will brown very quickly. And hence, it is very important to dry them. So that is why we choose button mushroom as an application.
Yes, what the most eaten mushroom in the world in India? Which
In
species?
India, the most eaten mushroom is button mushroom. I have no idea about the globe because there are almost like 7,000 plus varieties of mushroom available in the market. But I can feel that the market, the Asian market, specifically the Korea, Japan, and China, they consume shiitake mushroom as they really like. And if you talk about the premium varieties, there is another called mushrooms variety that is called as truffle. This has been consumed too much nowadays in the premium market.
Yes, any drawback limitation of butter mushroom? Any challenges?
The only challenges with there are a lot of like two three prominent limitations of button mushrooms, is that they're very, because I said that 98% is water, so it means that they're highly perishable. It means that any kind of jerk or compression will deteriorate the mushroom from that particular area. So transportation has to be very secure about this mushroom. The second part is that these mushrooms are they turn brown in the oxygen, so they are very susceptible to oxygen also, heat also. So that means that there has to be a there has to be a substantially cold environment while transporting them. Hence, various techniques such as drying of these button mushrooms have come up into the market, and because they are globally recognized and they contains umami flavor, so their acceptability is also huge in the market. So let's say if these mushrooms are cultivated, harvested, and they are not sold in the proper time, they will get spoiled. The shelf life of these button mushroom under the chilling condition, that is 8 degrees centigrade, is only 5 to 6 days.
Yes, good. The next move on your M.Tech project. Is what the main application of your M.Tech project? Cultivation of orange juice.
So again, in my M.Tech project, I was testing a machinery on orange juice as a commodity. The machinery was cavitator. The word was is hydrodynamic cavitator. It means that the cavitation in form of a liquid. Hydro is water. So any cavitation that is induced in a liquid. So in this particular example, the liquid was orange juice. We took orange juice as a commodity because orange juice is the globally number one consumed juice. So we took orange juice as one of the commodity. And if you can see that in the hydrodynamic cavitation, the juice is passed under high pressure through a very tiny orifice of a size of 1 or 2 millimeter at max. So when the juice passes through this orifice, due to the Bernoulli's principle, the pressure drops just after the orifice, which leads to the conversion of water into vapors. And as these vapors they again convert into the water, they collapse. The collapsing at a very minute micro level at very high speed leads to turbulence and shock waves that kills the bacteria in the juice. So that is the application of cavitation into the any food commodity. So we were trying and testing at what pressure and at what particular time frame the best condition will come so that the juice becomes the bacteria in the juice becomes dropped to a level which is safe for consumption. So, and then my research led me to publish an international research paper in one of the international journals.
Yes, good. Neshi, what is the benefit of drinking orange juice in every day in the morning?
Okay, I would say that drinking orange juice every day in the morning is not that healthy because you can consume oranges beside that. So orange juice is good, but we should consume orange. Now the question starts like, yes, orange juice contains a lot of vitamin C. It has a lot of bioactive compound. So if you will consume or make it a habit to consume oranges or orange juice daily, you will be healthy, and your immunity will be high all the time. Plus it is summer season, so it will help you hydrate well.
Yes. Yes, if I drink milk after drinking orange juice, is that bad and good for me? The other one.
Actually, if you will say in my journey of food technology, we read a lot of food faddism. It is called as faddism. It is similar to the synonyms of faddism as superstitions. So we have a lot of superstition in our life. We have a lot of superstition in food consumption also. But if you will read the text such as Charak Samhita, which is the Indian text of food and materia medica, there you will find the relevance of anti foods, the foods which are anti complementary to us. But if you look through a scientific, because we do not find any scientific proof or research paper of Charak Samhita's text, but I'm not saying that they are wrong. I'm just saying that when you read food technology or food processing, you will find that consumption of milk with food is not is a, just a food faddism. It does not affect your body. But if you read the Charak Samhita, there you will find the relevance of not consuming milk with fruit. So in Charak Samhita, if you will consume, or whoever is working with Ayurvedic principles, they would not allow you to, or they would strictly would not want you to consume milk with fruits. But in food technology you would not find such a reference. While if you will explore the other diets of the globe, like other besides India, you will find that in most of the places they make smoothies, and smoothies contains milks and fruits together. So so
Yes,
as such, scientifically it does not have any problem.
yes, yes. Every day is most best time. What the best time to drink orange juice, and how much orange juice drink is the safe to drink?
Okay, that depends on the user who is consuming the juice. For an example, if it is if I'll segregate the users from, let's say, age wise, so all the kids who are from 10 to, let's say, 18-year age group, they are free to consume orange juice. They can consume orange juice because they have an active lifestyle. If you are a working male or a working woman, then consuming of orange juice you should be cautious, because it contains a lot of calories, because juices contains lactose, and lactose is pure calories. So you might experience a weight gain or fat accumulation in your body if your lifestyle is sedentary. And if you are an old age person, orange juice might help you a glass per day. It might help you because it contains fiber also, so it might lead might help you in digestion, which is a prominent problem when you grow old. But if we talk about let's say people who are diseased, for example someone who is diabetic, who already has a lot of blood sugar level in the blood, I would not recommend them orange juice, because it might lead to a spike, because juices are readily absorbable in the body. In 25 minutes a liquid goes from your stomach to your large intestine, so it might lead to a boost in your sugar level, which might be harmful for you. So you can decide as per your requirements and as per your dietary consumption, like that.
Yes, good. Next, any drawback limitation of orange juice? Disadvantage?
Mm. Disadvantage of orange juice is that it is because it's orange juice is liquid, it is highly perishable, so it poses a lot of problem while packing in a food industry. It goes it goes acidic quickly, it goes bitter quickly. It has an enzyme called as I'm forgetting the enzyme. You get the enzyme from the seeds. When you crush the orange for making orange juice, the enzymes comes from the seed and it turns the juice bitter. So if you leave orange juice under normal condition for 20 minutes, you will find that the taste has gone from sweet to bitter. So that is one of the major problem that industries faces while processing orange juice. And the second is that because it is full of sugar, it might lead to microbial contamination if it is not processed quickly. And uh, third is that the settlement, the enzymatic activity leads to the settlement. So you will find that after a while, you will find the layer of orange juice has separated. There is a sediment at the bottom and the clear white liquid at the top. So these are the three main problems of the industry who packages orange juice. The solution with the current solution with the industry is to use the fruit concentrate. In my experiment with hydrodynamic cavitation, this settlement does not happen. So one of the application of this experiment is that when you treat the juices with the cavitation as a technology, it is able to reduce the microbial content and the juice is more stable. And because it's a cold processing technology, the settlement doesn't happen, or it happens to at a very delayed time. And the next thing is that orange juice, because it contains a lot of sugar, it might lead to people gaining a lot of fat in the body if it is overconsumed.
Yes, good. Next, move on point number 5. Point number 5 is UPSC. Yes, UPSC first basic point is why will you become a assistant director in UPSC and why you want to join UPSC as a assistant director? Describe.
Okay. So the MSME has this particular cadre, that is IEDS cadre, that is Indian Enterprise Development Scheme. So the assistant directors are appointed in the IEDS cadre, and the IEDS cadre helps translate the policy and implementation. So they bridges the gap. As an assistant director, I would be involved into bridging gap of policy making and implementation of policy on the ground. So whenever a cabinet or a center approves any policy, there is an implementation that has to be done across the state. So because every state comes up with their own regional differences. So northeastern state would be different, and because northeastern there are a lot of ST and SC population you will find. But if you go to Gujarat, you will find that there is a different phenomena there. Most of them are businessmen, business people, business class. So the IEDS officials main work is to bridge the gap between policy making and the implementation. The next role as an assistant director I would be doing is to monitor and evaluate the scheme progress. So for an example, the MSME has 17 different schemes, 17 plus schemes, such as RAM scheme, Unnati scheme,